Good morning, guys. I'm doing an early morning one for you, and I'm going to go over Ted's proposal today for Safuu. I'm going to try to do somewhat of a deep dive on it because I've been trying really hard to understand it. I listened to Crypto Pride. He did a video on Apollo Galaxy, and then Greek did another video on Apollo Galaxy, but that's like staking. And the revive token that Ted wants to do for Safuu is going to be something that does not need to be staked. So I'm going to go over that because I'm starting to get excited about it. The more I'm studying it, the more I'm starting to understand it, I'm getting excited about it. I think it's groundbreaking technology that Ted has created, and I think it's going to bring relevance back to our beloved Safuu. So let me just read some stuff real quick from Discord. I'm going to try to not make this like a 30-minute video. Someone was asking Husk Miner, who is of the buyback and burn crowd, we know. Someone was asking him, have you gone over Ted's idea? What do you think? And Husk Miner said, not sure what to think about it. Honestly, I'm just writing off the current council funds. Let them do whatever with them. If it's crap, then the vote next time will most likely go a different direction. It's not worth getting all worked up about. Brian Legend spent $4.5 million of SIF for buyback and burn in 40 days. Council can have a go with 180 grand. So, Huskminer was one of the most vocal buyback and burn people. Bullet was the other one. And I think they are just sitting back and watching what happens this month. And then Vul says, yeah, I'm going to support whatever Elliot and the council decide to do. Hell, why not? And Huskminer responds, what's the worst that can happen? We haven't used SIF since New Year's, I don't think. And legendary other Nathan says, well, Ted's Apollo is doing really well. Our own version of it should do well. So, and then Foley51 said, will Ted's proposal be up for a vote at any point? And legendary other Nathan says, yes, we don't have the exact timing yet, but soon. I'm 100% certain it'll pass. Every proposal the council has made has passed so far, so I have no doubt that one will as well. And Surfer Mark was saying something. He was saying that he didn't like having the website and lottery on the same vote. Foley51 had something really good to say about that. And I think I'll just read this real quick before I get into Ted's proposal. He said, I respect your opinion, and this is not directed at you particularly. I'm just responding to this one while thinking about it a lot and about what has been going on. There has to be some kind of demarcation line. We elected a council. We pepper them with ideas. They have our best interests at heart. They then propose things. Then we pick apart the proposals and the vote and how they choose the choices of the vote. Paralysis by analysis. Trust without proof is faith. Not blind faith, but at some point we need to give them space to do the job we voted them to do. I think we're all getting there. To where, I know myself, I've been a very vocal critic of everything that the council has done, but I think we're all getting to the point where we know they have our best interests at heart, and let's just trust them to do the job we voted them to do. And like I said, Ted's proposal is getting me pretty excited. So I am going to read that to you now. All right, so Safuu Council Solutions proposed by Ted. So it's an Apollo white label solution. I don't know what white label means, but Apollo is a token developed by the brains behind Project Daylight that sustains an ever-appreciating value and never goes down in price. The proposal is to create a white label solution for Safuu's community, proprietary technology passed on to Safuu's community to utilize. Well, there we go. We can hypothetically call the new token Revive, which I think is a cool name. He's just using that like as an example, but I think Revive is a solid name. There's no token called Revive in crypto as far as I know, so I thought that was a pretty darn original name. So The cost for that would be $10,000 total, which would be at cost. Like Ted and his team wouldn't be making profit from that. I guess it would be just enough to pay for the labor involved in making this coin. So the function and tokenomics. The supply is elastic. It gets minted on purchase and burned on sale. Revive is an investment opportunity and a token that never goes down in price, only up. We do this with in-out taxes that align with the mint burn function on buys and sells to enable a price rise with every single transaction. And the taxes are 6% for buys, sells, and transfers. The tax breakdown is as follows for buys and sells. 1% buyback Apollo to Council Treasury. So that means 1% of the 6% tax on every transaction would be buying Apollo, which would go to the Council Treasury, which would give the Council more funds to do things with. And it would give the Council diversified, investments to do things with, either buyback and burn or use for utilities or whatever. The purpose of that as a white label solution to contribute to Apollo's proprietary technology and generate revenue for the Safuu Council. And then 1% of the taxes would be for buyback and burn of Safuu on Pancake Swap, which is the Safuu BNB combo pair. And then 1% would be to buy back Safuu to Treasury for utility. So that would be 1% would be going to buying Safuu to go to the Treasury for the Council to use. And the purpose of that would be to a reward contract. Reward contract will be for Safuu Revive liquidity providers. We can mint a small amount ourselves and pair them at a higher price to create a liquidity pool. This way people will be able to arbitrage, and we can put buy pressure on the Safuu BNB pool. Liquidity providers for this liquidity pair will be able to earn Safuu over time at a daily rate of 1%, the current reward contract. Investors can purchase Safuu from this main pool and sell instantly into this, then redeem Revive, increasing its price and then increasing the value of Safuu by forcing a buyback on Safuu via Revive's tokenomics. I don't really understand that, but I guess creating another liquidity pool with like another pair for Safuu is a good thing. That's one of those things that kind of eludes me, but I believe it. Obviously, this guy's a lot smarter than me. And then the other 3% of the taxes would be for the price rise of the Revive token. The purpose: tokens are not minted on buys. Tokens are not minted on buys and are burnt on sells, raising the price of Revive and enabling cumulative buyback and burns that are triggered by the Revive contract to be at a higher value, depleting Safuu from the Pancake Swap liquidity pool, raising the price parabolically. Triggered, enabling cumulative buyback and burns. Yeah. I don't know. See, some of this stuff is pretty complicated. That's why I've had to go over this so many times. Let's look up. So this is the fees, deflation, and elasticity. Certain taxation systems are included in the Revive token, ensuring its continually increasing market worth. The coin is intrinsic and does not use liquidity pools, but rather 100% backed assets and collateral. Revive coin is 100% plus backed by BUSD and will remain supported beyond its initial value of $1 in perpetuity. The internal pricing mechanism of the Revive token ensures that every token is over 100% backed by actual value and that every transaction increases the token's worth compared to its underlying backed wrapped asset. There are no operations that might diminish the value of Revive token, and no special benefits are provided to owners, developers of the Revive token or its solutions. So Ted is pretty much saying that he's doing this as a gift to us. And Ted was saying that he believes Revive token will have like between 1 and 5 million in volume daily. And if you think that 3% of that would be going to Safuu, 1% for buyback and burns, and 2% to the Treasury, I mean, you're looking at 3% of, like, let's say 1 million. 3% of 1 million would be 30,000. And if it's 5 million, it'd be 150,000. think that's right. 10,000 is, yeah. So there'd be a lot of money going to Safuu daily from this. So this could potentially be like, this could be everything for Safuu. Like we wouldn't need any volume for Safuu, pretty much. This could do everything. And then his other proposal is listing on a secondary DEX, which is Orion, which is part of Project Daylight. Pancake Swap is a DEX, so this would be like another area where people can go and buy Revive. I guess this would be the only place where they can buy Revive. Let me see. I think suggested Orion project. Project Orion is a decentralized exchange that will be native and exclusive to Daylight Protocol with its own custom routers for maximum trading efficiency. Orion will be the flagship exchange for Daylight tokens, providing the protocol with the deepest native liquidity in order to mitigate any third-party interference on price action and token supply. Since we are buying back Safuu to the Treasury, this can be used as an opportunity to provide liquidity with another pair on another DEX, and therefore enable extensions to be used with non-locked liquidity pool. Suggested farms on Daylight's DApp. Rewards. Safuu, bought back with a Revive or SIF fund. Okay. So the suggested pairs are Safuu BNB, Safuu Apollo, and Safuu Revive. So that'd be interesting, having other liquidity pairs for Safuu. Not 100% sure what the benefits are, but I'm sure that they're... is this saying, like, it's talking about farming? See, I still don't understand a lot of this stuff. All right, and this is the last proposal. The third part of his proposal is this contest-type lottery thing called Safuu Win. And the cost would be between 10 and 15,000, and he says that would be at cost. It would just cover the development team's labor. This is how he says this is how it works. Every 7 days, a new game begins. The prize pool is fed initially by a Revive buy with the SIF. The prize pool is fed initially by a Revive buy with the SIF. That's interesting. So the SIF would have to buy this. Prize and entry is in Revive tokens. You'll need to purchase a ticket to participate in the prize pool. 50% of ticket cost is added to the prize pool. 25% is sold for BUSD and sent to the council treasury. 25% goes to buyback burn Safuu and Pancake Swap router. Tickets start at 1 Revive each game, but increase by 10 cents by 0.1 Revive every day the game runs. Winners 5 are selected after the duration of the game ends and receive 20% of the prize pool. The purpose of this, it deflates Safuu supply, brings utility to the new token, and enables people to earn shares of Revive, or even Safuu can be implemented. This lottery using another token ensures zero sell pressure and only upside pressure on the Safuu token. Selling, buying, or Revive forces buy pressure on Safuu. So, I guess that was just in general that part that I read at the end. Selling, buying, Revive forces buy pressure on Safuu. So, the only thing I don't like about Safuu Win is that the SIF is what is creating the prize pool. I thought the prize pool would be created by people buying tickets. That's usually how a lottery works. So that's the only thing I'm a little questionable about the Safuu Win. But the first two proposals, like getting listed on a secondary DEX and the Revive token, I think are very, very interesting. I think it could, like I said, if the Revive token does what Ted thinks it'll do, which is 1 to 5 million in volume daily, that would be huge. And And I think, with this proprietary technology that he's developed, I think, this could be a huge opportunity. So it'll be very interesting to see. I don't know how long it'll take to create a token, you know. Um, but hopefully we vote on it soon and we find out. So that's it. That's my deep dive on Ted's proposal. I'm trying really hard to understand it, and hopefully he'll do an AMA on it, because I would really love to hear it in his words. And so that's it. And the council is growing on me. I'll just say that they are. They're being patient with us, and I appreciate that. All right, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Oliver78900. I post a lot of stuff I talk about before I talk about it. Post a lot of stuff before, yeah. And also, if you like, comment, subscribe, I'd appreciate it. All right, thanks.